Yeah, no. So weird start to a video, right? So I have no, I don't want that ad. So we have a bunch of GDP by state. We're not looking at per capita. We're going to be looking at GDP by state. So and trust me, this will make sense in a little bit. So we have the top 10 states with the largest GDP for the 2022 quarter four. In millions of dollars, we have California, obviously my home state, best GDP. And then so basically, how this fits in is that these states with the highest GDP, the biggest 24 states with the biggest GPAs, well, not GPAs, GDPs, they're all going to be competing against each other in this Hunger Games simulator. Personally, I'm rooting for California. Again, that's my home state. But we have California, Texas, New York, Florida, Illinois, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Ohio, Georgia, North Carolina, Massachusetts, Virginia, Washington, Michigan, Maryland, Colorado, Arizona, Tennessee, Indiana, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Missouri, Connecticut, and South Carolina. So now let's proceed and see who wins the Hunger Games. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Georgia takes a spear. Ohio and Arizona get into a fight. Ohio gives up. Missouri and Indiana fight for a bag. Missouri gives up and retreats. South Carolina throws a knife into Minnesota's head. Pff, rip Minnesota. California runs away. Probably all the I don't know. Connecticut, Maryland, Texas, and Colorado share everything they gathered before running. Washington finds a canteen. Pennsylvania grabs a jar of fishing bait while Wisconsin gets fishing gear. Virginia runs away. Tennessee, Florida, Michigan, and Illinois share. New Jersey runs away. Massachusetts runs away. New York runs away. North Carolina runs away. Okay, a lot of running away. New Jersey, Virginia, and Massachusetts hunt for other tributes. All Atlantic states. Tennessee catches Michigan off her guard and kills her. Washington searches for a water source. South Carolina receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Georgia receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Ohio constructs a shack. Connecticut hunts for other tributes. Missouri searches for a water source. Wisconsin collects fruit from a tree. Texas searches for firewood. Maryland sees smoke but doesn't investigate. California searches for firewood. New York makes a slingshot. North Carolina tries to sleep. Arizona travels to higher ground. Pennsylvania constructs a shack. Indiana searches for firewood. Florida convinces Illinois not to kill her, only to kill him instead. Oh, so Illinois is down. Colorado questions her sanity. Rest in peace. Minnesota, Michigan, and Illinois. Let's see how many kills. So Florida has 1 kill. Tennessee has 1 kill, and South Carolina has 1 kill. Now we're going to proceed. Wisconsin defeats California in a fight but spares his life. Oh, thank God. Arizona is awoken by nightmares. Florida attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Ohio, Connecticut, and Washington discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Texas cooks her food before putting her fire out. Virginia kills South Carolina while she's sleeping. Oh. Georgia's unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Massachusetts, Colorado, New Jersey, New York, and North Carolina track down and kill Pennsylvania. Indiana and Missouri threaten a double suicide. It fails and they die. Oh. Tennessee looks at the night sky. Maryland quietly hums. New Jersey, Tennessee, Massachusetts, and Ohio hunt for other tributes. Arizona defeats North Carolina in a fight, but spares her life. Maryland thinks about home. Texas diverts Connecticut's attention and runs away. Wisconsin, Washington, and Florida get into a fight. Wisconsin triumphantly kills them both. Colorado hunts for other tributes. California and New York split up to search for resources. Georgia injures himself. Virginia receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Rest in peace to all the states: South Carolina, Pennsylvania, Indiana, Missouri, Washington, and Florida. New York has 1 kill. Florida, gotta get those numbers up. New Jersey, 1 kill. North Carolina, 1 kill. Massachusetts, 1 kill. Virginia, 1 kill. Colorado, 1 kill. Tennessee, 1 kill. Wisconsin, 2 kills. Wisconsin's doing pretty good. Wisconsin climbs a tree to rest. New York throws a knife into Tennessee's chest. Oh. Massachusetts climbs a tree to rest. New Jersey stabs Ohio in the back with a trident. With a trident. Maryland fends Georgia, California, and North Carolina away from his fire. Connecticut looks at the night sky. Arizona receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Colorado repeatedly stabs Texas to death with sighs. Virginia is awoken by nightmares. New York, Colorado, California, and Wisconsin hunt for other tributes. Georgia begs for Connecticut to kill him. He refuses, keeping Georgia alive. Arizona and Massachusetts hunt for other tributes. Virginia searches for firewood. North Carolina camouflages herself in the bushes. Maryland severely slices New Jersey with a sword. Rest in peace, Tennessee, Ohio, Texas, and New Jersey. Okay, so New York, 2 kills. North Carolina, 1 kill. Oh, New Jersey, 2 kills. Okay, so it's all it's a New England kind of temperament. We know the, hey, I'm walking here. That kind of temperament, you know. Massachusetts 1 kill, Virginia 1 kill, Maryland 1 kill, Colorado 2 kills, Wisconsin 2 kills. Oh, okay. Let's proceed. New York and Maryland huddle for warmth. Georgia attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Massachusetts set camp for the night. Colorado cries himself to sleep, or Connecticut cries himself to sleep. Wisconsin screams for help. California cries himself to sleep. Colorado looks at the night sky. North Carolina and Virginia tell stories about themselves to each other. Arizona looks at the night sky. Virginia stalks Connecticut. Georgia overhears Arizona and Massachusetts talk in the distance. California receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. North Carolina attacks New York, but he manages to escape. Maryland makes a slingshot. Wisconsin injures herself. Colorado receives an explosive. No one died. Georgia thinks about winning. Maryland, North Carolina, Colorado, and New York sleep in shifts. Arizona receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Wisconsin, Massachusetts, and Connecticut discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. California lets Virginia into a shelter. Maryland scares Wisconsin off. Arizona camouflages himself in the bushes. Colorado discovers a river. Virginia and California hunt for their tributes. Georgia picks flowers. Connecticut tries to sleep to the entire day. New York attacks Massachusetts, but he manages to escape. North Carolina pricked by thorns. No one died. Massachusetts lets Wisconsin to a shelter. California convinces Colorado to snuggle with him. Georgia strangles Connecticut after engaging in a fistfight. Virginia bleeds out due to untreated injuries. New York screams for help. Arizona sets up camp for the night. North Carolina and Maryland sleep in shifts. Okay, now the feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs. North Carolina decides not to go. California takes the staff. Maryland bashes Colorado's head against a rock several times. Oh. Massachusetts destroys Arizona's memoirs out of spite. Oh, Jesus. Georgia decides not to go to the feast. New York takes the staff. Wisconsin cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Arizona injures himself. Georgia fishes. New York, California, North Carolina, Maryland, and Massachusetts hunt for other tributes. Rest in peace, Connecticut, Virginia, Colorado, and Wisconsin. Wisconsin had a good run. Couldn't keep it up. Maybe Wisconsin committed suicide because he couldn't deal with the fact that he killed like 2 people. Right now, Maryland's doing fine. Massachusetts, North Carolina, Georgia, New York. So New York and Maryland are killing it. All right, let's proceed. Arizona, Massachusetts, Georgia, and Maryland sleep in shifts. North Carolina lets New York into a shelter. California attends to his wounds. Arizona and Maryland hunt for other tributes. North Carolina and California work together for the day. New York chases Massachusetts. Georgia collects fruit from a tree. No one died. Arizona forces California to kill Massachusetts and Maryland, but he refuses to kill, so Arizona... No! California's down. No! North Carolina cries herself to sleep. Georgia severely injures New York and leaves them to die. Arizona fishes. Maryland shoots an arrow into Georgia's head. Massachusetts sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. North Carolina receives medical supplies. Rest in peace, my home state of California, New York, and Georgia. So, Maryland's doing really good. Arizona fends North Carolina, Maryland, and Massachusetts away from this fire. North Carolina thinks about home. Massachusetts scares Arizona off. Maryland unknowingly eats toxic berries. Wow, what a way to go out, Maryland. Acidic rain pours down the arena. Massachusetts survives. North Carolina is unable to find shelter and dies. Arizona is unable to find shelter and dies. Rest in peace, Maryland, North Carolina, and Arizona. The winner's Massachusetts. All right, that was a pretty cool run. California did pathetically. I mean, he went a long way, but still. All right, well that's it. That's our U.S. states Hunger Games, and let me know if you liked it.